to this, but in general, I may not make have the biggest antibody response. But there's nobody who's ever said, no immunologist has said to me, your B and T cells aren't functioning correctly. So, yeah, I think you're right. I think I have got natural protection.
Yeah. Going back to when you first had this first AstraZeneca and you got this taste in your mouth, Nick.
Yeah.
Do we know if the GP aspirated the needle or not?
He absolutely didn't. And I think the problem with GPs doing it is that generally they don't dole out the injections.
No, but very often they don't. I think there was a financial incentive at the time.
Yes, yeah. And he just literally put it in, done, very quickly. Wouldn't even, I don't think, given that I've got a fairly sort of narrow, I want to say flabby, but that's a little bit unkind, but I don't have a firm deltoid muscle there because I hadn't been doing my usual swimming because of however long a year of lockdown. So the leisure centre had been closed down where I used to swim all the time. So my muscle tone had gone in my upper body, and the stairs wouldn't help that, would they? So
no, not really.
No. And I hadn't done anything with weights or anything. So I'm just saying, I think he would have struggled to find a, he may easily have missed the
muscle bulk. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You see, if you get a reaction straight away like that, to me, it can only be one of two things. It can be that it's gone through it's gone into a vein and it's gone to your heart in seconds, or it can be an allergic reaction that can be that quickly.
Yeah.
So they were worried about your airway. That's probably why they were worried about your airway. But that was okay. You didn't swell up. Your breathing was fine.
Yes.
Did you get any itching at the time? Do you remember?
No.
Right.
I'm not an allergic type person.
Yeah. See, with allergies, you'd normally get itching.
Yeah, every day I had the mildest allergic type reaction, which was every afternoon for about the first couple of weeks, my lips would start to sort of just swell a little bit and feel a bit tingly, and then that would go down. And that was I just saw that in my diary today, but
this was in the days after, it wasn't at the time.
Yeah, no, in the days after for about a couple of weeks, but I certainly didn't have a big allergic reaction. And I would say, John, I can only speak for my local surgery, or actually also the hub where I went for my Pfizer. It seemed very much that all they're looking for in terms of adverse events are those type of allergic reactions. And so my immunologist drove me to distraction the last time I had a telephone appointment with him, when he said I could have the booster, and he said, nothing you say gives me any because I talked to him about exemptions, and he said, nothing you say gives me any reason to say that you should have an exemption because you're not allergic. So
this was a consultant, and he was only thinking in terms of allergies, nothing else.
Yeah.
It's just so disappointing, isn't it? Just so hard to explain. I think we conclude that metal taste was because it inadvertently went into a blood vessel, and that that is a big variable in what's caused these problems, Nick.
Yeah.
I really wish people would start listening to this, and I have the same frustration. I've written to my MP. He wrote to Nadeem Zahawi. I got a letter back from Nadeem Zahawi, the vaccine minister, saying, "Don't worry about it, John," or words to that effect. But
I love. It's like John. It's like a moment of comedy gold. Your video when you throw it over your shoulder, the letter. It's really funny. It's really funny.
That's all the use it was, Nick. I'm afraid. Right.
And
tell us how you're feeling. Tell us how you're feeling now.
I feel unsafe. I feel hounded by got to have a booster, got to have another.